You've been trapped by the same sin for years at this point. Frankly, I understand. I've been there as well. But the truth is, you're not simply stuck because you're weak-willed. In fact, the real reason why you're stuck in repetitive sin is because you haven't investigated the real causes of why you sin to begin with. Allow me to explain. I have personally struggled with scrolling for a very long time. Looking back now, so much of my life could have been spared just by quitting scrolling entirely. But I never did. Just kept on scrolling, or kept watching stuff on the TV, meanwhile eating loads of junk food at the same time. Casually letting my whole life just slip away. Obviously, I understood that this problem was a very big problem, and so I tried to get away from it. I put my phone to the side, put limits on it, even changed the colors to grayscale. None of it worked. Whatever time limit I would set on my phone, every single day, I would use it all up. Grayscale, turn it off. Put the phone away, I just get it back. Till one day I learned something that feels totally obvious now, but something that feels completely obvious now. But back then I just completely disregarded it because honestly, that phrase has been totally hijacked by lunatics. See, the key is to identify what our triggers are. Now, I'm not referring to the whole trigger deal the left utilizes these days, like, oh, you said the R word, I'm triggered now. I am actually referring to a scientific process that has been ingrained within ourselves from our very creation. And allow me to explain what that does. You see, what triggers are meant to do is that when we take in outside stimuli, they trigger a reaction out of us. Like say we're out in the middle of a forest. We hear a stick break in the distance, and immediately our body goes into fight or flight, because we don't know if it's a predator, a friend, or just a stick falling from a tree. When we receive stimuli, it triggers a response in us. And these triggers don't just come from outside. For example, the feeling of thirst can trigger a response to go get some water, or a feeling of hunger can trigger a response to go get food. Or in our scenario, a sense of boredom can trigger a desire to go play on our phones. And that is the key here. If we can understand the cause behind the effect, if we can understand why we choose to go on these devices, then it becomes so much easier to cut them out of the equation. Because once we understand what causes it, we can work to mitigate it. So try this next time. The next time you get the urge to look at your phone, stop for a second and identify what feeling you have that wants you to check. Like say, are you feeling bored? Are you feeling stressed? Or anything like that. Take note of it, and the next time it happens, you can say, oh, I'm just bored, or I'm just stressed. I could just pick something else. Like say, reading the Bible, or something fun like that. And that's not all. We can extend this concept to fight our desire to commit sin. Because if we understand what causes us to sin, we can choose to remove it from our lives, so that way we won't sin in that case. Okay, 7. It's like Jesus says in Matthew 5. So if your eye causes you to sin, gouge it out and throw it away. For it is better for you to lose one part of your body than for your whole body to be thrown into hell. And if your hand, even your stronger hand, causes you to sin, cut it off and throw it away. So in other words, if there is something in our lives that causes us to stumble, we must cut it off. And here's another way to imagine it. Imagine we're in the dark, trying to find our way, and we keep stumbling and falling over unseen obstacles. In that situation, we might feel that we don't have the will to go on. But all we really have to do is to bring the light of Jesus into the situation. And then we can see the obstacles so that we may avoid them and remove them if necessary. So that we may find our way. Well, thank you so much for watching this video, everybody. God bless you, and I'll see you in the next one.